Charles Robinson, you continue to just kind of give us little crumbs about San Francisco and Brock Purdy. And what if Purdy is this? Or, what does Purdy have to do? What's your position on Brock Purdy? You feel like you know something, you're holding on to something, something's in the back pocket, front pocket. What's up with this Purdy love you have?
Well, first off, you treat him like, I get it. Burrow, Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. It's obvious who sticks out, right? Like you order the French fries and every once in a while you get the burnt onion ring and you're like, where the hell did this come from? I get it. Right. All right. So he sticks out, not in the most positive way. I'm just telling you that I think the 49ers, when you talk to them about what they like about him, it's when things break down and start to go wrong. So far, and he is yet to be proven wrong, he figures out the play that needs to be made, and it gets made. Look at the George Kittle catch, right? The bobble catch, touches everything. Right hand, left fingertips, face mask. Finally, George Kittle catches it. He wasn't even a read on that play. There were 3 reads, and George Kittle wasn't one of them, but Brock Purdy kept his eyes up. George Kittle stuck his hand in the air. He got a 30-yard catch that ultimately ends up, a 91-yard, 90-plus yard scoring drive that helps San Francisco ultimately beat the Dallas Cowboys. At some point, you just got to give it up to a dude who makes plays.
That's
Maybe
right.
He's not the long-term answer, but he makes plays.
Yeah, and at some point, and I think I'm running out of rope. And so I'm not going to, believe it or not, I'm not somebody who's just going to hold on to a take because I had that take months ago. Look at my Cincinnati Bengals evolution. This time last year, it was like, well,
it can happen.
Yeah, they've never done it. And then they did it. And so now I have to respect what they've become. But with Brock Purdy, I keep, first of all, not even a great catch. Can we agree, before I continue on break, Purdy, can we agree that's not a great catch, that's great concentration? There's a difference. It's great concentration, hand-eye coordination, effort. Isn't it great? Is it Odell Beckham? Oh, Monday Night Football? Is it Justin Jefferson? Is it Dwight Clark? No.
Here's what it is. It's Julian Edelman against the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. How many times did he double clutch that catch before he made it?
Right.
It was great
just off the
focus
ground.
and concentration.
Right.
Yes, just off the ground. It was the same thing. That's really what it was. Here's the thing. Okay, with Purdy, I will give you this. This is it. I think this is it. I think it's fair for the holdouts to go, I want to see him against Philly because Dallas is the hardest. This is the toughest game he's played. But here's the thing. He played it at home, okay? Great defense. Dan Quinn, I think, got him to move, did some of the things he wanted to do. It's going to happen again. Jonathan Gannon is going to do the same thing to him. You got 4 double-digit sack guys up front for the Eagles. But here's the thing. Now Purdy's got to do it on the road in a horrible atmosphere in the playoffs. He has not done that yet. So if people are still holding out, I'm all right with that.
And that will do it. I will back off. I'll say, all right, give the brother his props. I will if that happens. But I'm looking at his record. He's undefeated, clearly, as a starter and as a reserve, in-game reserve. Came in for Jimmy Garoppolo. They won that game. He was great. But he's played 2 road games, Charles. 2 road games.
Yep, you're right.
Both the Pacific time zone. One in Vegas, Dome.
Yep.
One in Seattle. Tough atmosphere. It was not a great night, elements-wise, in Seattle. But he's never played on the East Coast.
Right.
He's never played on the East Coast. He's never played. He's never played an opponent of this caliber. And whether it's Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, or Trey Lance, whoever the San Francisco quarterback is, I think San Francisco, we kind of forgot that Philadelphia's best team, start to finish. They're the best team.
We're remembering. We're remembering. No, we're getting there.
And it was just a couple of things where we saw Hurts get hurt against the Bears, and then everything changed. Lost a couple of games, had some Gardner Minshew games, some unfortunate Gardner Minshew games, played well in one, not so well in the other one. And then there's some questions about Philly, but if you look at their talent and you look at their consistency,
amazing.
I think they're the best team in football.
Michael, you're four double-digit sack guys, a bunch of first-round picks up front, and you want to talk about the combination of pass rush without manufacturing plus cornerbacks. It's the best set of cornerbacks and pass rushers Brock Purdy will have faced. You're talking about like a career type of game. This will be a if he can win this will be a long-standing moment where you can point. But the holdout, I'm with you. If you want to hold out, I get it. But I do think if people hold out after this one, depending on how he plays in it, people are just being stubborn at that point.
Yeah, and I think the other part of this is you people. I'm talking about you national media writers, broadcasters, as Dylan Brooks said, talking about Shannon Sharpe, you bloggers or whatever you are, you bloggers. But y'all love some Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. Ooh, they must. Do. And I'm not asking anybody to reveal their sources, but there must be some nice little spooning, some dime dropping, because so many people, and y'all would be heartbroken if you find out. You think, because like every writer, every national writer says, I got my guys, I got my core. So you think like San Francisco is your core. If you found out that San Francisco was like a dozen other writers' core too, they talk to everybody. It's not just you. They ain't faithful. These Niners ain't loyal. These Niners ain't loyal. This
is the funny thing. This works out for both of them too, doesn't it? Right? Because you're talking about a quarterback who was the last pick in the draft, who, remember all the stories about Brady, who found Brady, who discovered, who was the scout who went and looked at Tom Brady and worked him out. And that's how he became a 6th round pick. That's what's going to happen with Brock Purdy. Who was it? Who was it in the front office? Yeah. And what did Rand Carthon think of him? What did John Lynch think of him? What did Adam Peters think about him? That's going to be if this goes where it could potentially go, that's the opus that gets written moving forward. And I get it.
It goes to the credit goes to the most vivid, detailed storyteller. Yeah, I remember going out to Ames. It was a Friday. I just thought I was going to look at somebody else, and I talked to I talked to Jim. I was standing next to Jim. I had like a half cup of coffee, and I was like, oh, look at this guy. And he just really stood out to me. And I went back and I told John, I said, John, if we have some extra picks, the kid at Iowa State, a lot of people are going to sleep, you start getting into this. That ain't happened. You lying. Well, it didn't go down like that.
The story, Michael, that'll be written this week that's going to be fun is when Jalen Hurts at OU faced Brock Purdy at Iowa State. And I think between them, it was 11 touchdowns between the two of them playing quarterback. And I think it was a 1-point win for Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma. So, there's going to be no shortage of crazy tapestries written about these two guys. But here's the funny thing though, and we can revisit this. If he fails, then what do we do? If Brock Purdy falls apart in this game, then what do we do on the other side of that? Because everything changed. That's what I want to see is the vast change. The vast.
I know.
The Michael Smith and Charles Robinson being like, well, you probably should give Trey Lance another shot.
Well, and this is to be continued, but just give us a little tease, and we'll end it here. 2023, July, training camp opens, 49ers, first team reps go to
Brock Purdy in an open competition at quarterback. And they will try to say, we flipped a coin. They're both opening up. Neither is really the first team quarterback. They're going to figure a way to finesse it so they can say, well, just because he's going out there first doesn't mean he's got a head start. It's going to be a wide open competition. I think it'll be open competition at quarterback next year.
All right, Charles. Good stuff, man. I'm going to give him credit. I'm on record. Brock Purdy, you go into Philadelphia, you handle that business. I'll give you credit. Lowercase.
Well, if he doesn't, let's just
lowercase credit, not uppercase, not uppercase credit.
if he doesn't, we just bury it, right? We just forget everything I've been saying. Michael Smith, we just get rid of all of it. We'll push it down.
Oh, no. If he doesn't, insufferable, next level, obnoxious, next level. I'm pulling receipts. I got all receipts here, receipts. I'm pulling my receipts. We're pulling them. I got another one.
We ran our mouths too much.
Oh, I'm telling you, we got all sorts of material. It's great. So I'm not saying I'm rooting for that, but if it happens,
it just means. Listen, you just means you got to bring me back again. So I'm actually maybe that might work out in my favor.
Always, family. Always welcome. You don't even have to knock. Just come on in. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.